In an age where longevity clinics boast cutting-edge imaging scans that cost tens of thousands of dollars, one of the most powerful indicators of health and resilience may come from something much simpler: your handshake. Scientists are increasingly turning their attention to hand grip strength, a surprisingly reliable marker of overall health, frailty, and even lifespan. And the best part? You don't need a fancy device to test it. In clinical research, grip strength is typically measured with a hand dynamometer, a device you squeeze as hard as you can to gauge muscular force. Today, consumer-friendly versions of these tools are paired with apps to help track progress at home. But if you don't have one, you can still get a rough idea of your grip strength with a tennis or stress ball test. The idea is simple. Squeeze the ball as hard as you can and hold for as long as possible. If you can maintain maximum pressure for 15 to 30 seconds, you're on solid ground. Tracking your time over weeks and months can reveal whether your strength is improving or slipping. Of course, having a weak grip strength alone will have relatively little impact on your everyday life directly, beyond making it a little bit harder to open cans or jars. But researchers are increasingly using grip strength as a proxy for overall musculoskeletal strength throughout the body. It can reflect whether a person is active enough or too sedentary and indicate their risk of frailty, the condition of being vulnerable as a result of a decline in one's physiological health. This first came to scientists' attention through a particularly notable study of nearly 140,000 adults across high, middle, and low-income countries, which found grip strength was a better predictor for premature death than other more obvious indicators such as blood pressure. Other research has revealed that a person's grip strength can indicate their likelihood of living past 100. In one study, volunteers had their grip strengths measured in 1965 to 1968, when they were between 56 and 68 years old, and their survival was tracked for the next 44 years. Those who became centenarians were 2.5 times more likely to have had grip strength results in the highest third compared to those who died before the age of 79. Your hand grip strength, and therefore your overall muscular strength, is a sum of your nutrition, physical activity, and whether you have any illnesses. This is the reason it's associated with so many health outcomes. One study which used dynamometer testing found that grip strength scores of less than 25.5 kilograms for men and 18 kilograms for women suggests a heightened risk of sarcopenia throughout the body, the progressive loss of muscle mass and function, which is linked to decreased strength and mobility in later life, and a greater likelihood of falling and developing fractures. But the links between grip strength and longevity go well beyond physical capabilities. Studies have shown that muscle is a key player in the metabolic system, acting as a reservoir which can soak up excess blood glucose and help prevent the development of insulin resistance. Because of this, a weaker grip can indicate that a person is more prone to a plethora of problems linked to metabolic dysfunction, ranging from type 2 diabetes to lower bone mineral density, malnutrition, cognitive impairment, and depression. If you do have a dynamometer to hand, you can use this chart to compare your grip strength. The results were taken from a study on the average grip strength measurements for healthy people in each sex across different age groups. Muscle isn't just about movement, it's a metabolic powerhouse. Strong muscles help regulate blood sugar by soaking up excess glucose, reducing the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Even recovery from illnesses can hinge on grip strength. Cancer patients with weaker grips often experience worse survival outcomes due to muscle wasting. Similarly, a person with weak muscles is more vulnerable to complications from infections like pneumonia. Grip strength isn't just something to be aware of in later life either. Researchers have even found that the average grip strength of a population tends to correlate with how many medals a country is likely to win at the Olympic Games. Meanwhile, teenagers and young adults who have poor grip strength are likely to be more prone to health issues at an earlier age. One study in Brazil showed that teenagers who spent more time on their screens, either on their phones or other devices, tended to have worse grip strength. There's data supporting the association of low grip strength with poor metabolic health even in young adults. So can we improve our grip strength? Certainly, and it's something which you can work on irrespective of your age. You can simply use the tennis ball test to progressively work the muscles of your hand and forehand to contract at maximal power for as long as you can. With practice, you should see steady improvements over time. It also isn't just about grip. The scientists recommend working on being more physically active in general and training the muscles in your lower and upper body. If you do this, your grip strength will improve accordingly. We all need to engage in regular physical activity as we age. You can work out at home either using specialist equipment or just things you have around the house. 2 to 3 sets of single-arm wrist curls with reps of between 10 and 20 is a good exercise to start with. If you have a kettlebell at home, bicep curls are also good exercises to try. Grip strength is more than a test of hand muscles. It's a reflection of your nutrition, activity levels, and metabolic health. So next time you pick up a tennis ball, remember, you might just be holding one of the most powerful indicators of how long and how well you'll live.